ಆತ್ಮೀಯ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳೇ, ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ವಿಠೋಬ ಎಸ್. ಕೊಪ್ಪಳ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಯ ಇರ್ಕಲ್ಗಡ ಸರ್ಕಾರಿ ಪ್ರಥಮ ದರ್ಜೆ ಕಾಲೇಜಿನಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಣಿಜ್ಯ ವಿಭಾಗದ ಸಹಾಯಕ ಪ್ರಾಧ್ಯಾಪಕನಾಗಿ ಕಾರ್ಯನಿರ್ವಹಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಇಂದು ನಾನು ಬಿಕಾಮ್ 6th ಸೆಮಿಸ್ಟರ್ನ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ವಿಷಯದಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಫಂಡ್ ಫ್ಲೋ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಒಂದು ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೇನೆ. ತಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ತಿಳಿದಿರುವ ಹಾಗೆ ಟ್ರೆಡಿಷನಲ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ which reveals the profit and loss account and balance sheet. As we know that there are several limitations with the traditional system of accounting, because the traditional system of accounting prepares the financial statements based on the accounting concepts, based on the accounting conventions, and based on the accounting principles. Therefore, the financial statements which are prepared based on these statements are not able to give the correct and true picture of the business organization. Because of that, because of the limitations of financial accounting or traditional system of accounting, the management accounting has been evolved. So as we know that there are several techniques are there in a management accounting which enables to overcome the limitations of financial accounting and gives the correct picture and the true results of the business organization to the stakeholders of the business organization. Therefore, today we shall have a discussion on fund flow statement. So before discussing about the fund flow statement, we need to know what is the fund, what is the concept of a fund, and what is the flow. Fund means many of the people have quoted their own views towards the terminology of the fund. According to few, they have widely accepted concept has been given. Fund refers to the working capital, and some of the people they have given in a narrow sense. Fund refers to the cash, and in a widely and generally in a broader concept, fund means all financial sources including the working capital. This is the term and concept of the fund. And the flow means moment bringing the change in between the time periods because of occurrences of the many of incidences or activities. Either they may be leads to inflow or outflow. That is called as the flow. When this terminology is applied to the statement, then it is called as a fund flow statement. Fund flow statement in a generally it is called as movement of the funds, and which shows the changes of the financial position of the business organization in between the two balance sheet periods. There are many experts have given their own views about the fund terminology of the fund flow statement or the definition of the fund flow statement. Among all, the Robert Anthony describes the fund flow statement is a statement which describes the sources from which the funds has been raised or mobilized, and the use of a fund put by the business organization in between the balance sheet periods. That is what the fund flow statement according to the views of Robert Anthony. And one more, the person, the Smith, he is defining the concept of fund flow statement. That fund flow statement is a summary of sources of the money collected by the business organization from different sources, and application of the collected sources put into the use. That is what the fund flow statement in totally. So by observing the definitions of these two people, the fund flow statement is known as the statement which shows the changes in financial position of the business organization, and which enables the inflow and outflow of the fund of the business organization. For preparing the fund flow statement, or to prepare a fund flow statement, first we should know what are the current items and what are the non-current items. Therefore, the balance sheet items are to be grouped up into the current items and non-current items. In the current items, we have known that there are current assets and the current liabilities. As we know that the current assets means the assets which are used by the business organization in its routine activities, or the current assets are the assets which can be convertible into the cash within a short period of 1 year without much loss. For example, the cash balance available with the business organization, bank balance, the trade debtors, bills receivable, prepaid expenses, inventory, that is either it may be inventory of raw material or a work in progress or a finished goods, and marketable securities, outstanding incomes. All these together we are calling as a current asset. And current liabilities means the part of liabilities which can be paid or payable within a short period of 1 year without fail or without delay. Those liabilities are called as current liabilities. For example, the trade creditors, bank overdraft, bills payable, outstanding expenses, advanced issued incomes, like so, and the amount of a long-term loan installment due in a particular year, or interest payable, so that constitutes the outstanding expenses. So these are all called as the current liabilities. Current liabilities and current assets constitutes the current items in the balance sheet. And non-current items means where the company uses for production of the goods and services through the use over a long period of time. So those assets generally we are calling them as a long-term assets or fixed assets. These long-term or items or non-current items are, once again, they are classified into the two groups. One is the long-term assets or fixed assets, and another one is the long-term liabilities, that is non-current liabilities. Non-current assets and non-current liabilities. Under non-current assets, all the fixed assets including intangible assets together comes to, or together known as non-current assets. For example, land and building, plant and machinery, vehicles, or so the property, or furniture and fixtures, and so the intangible assets like the copyright or a patent or a trademark, etc. So these together termed as non-current the assets, and non-current liabilities are those liabilities, for example, the long-term loan and the debentures or preference shares or equity share capital or long-term deposits accepted by the business organization, as well as medium-term loans also. These constitutes the non-current liabilities or long-term liabilities. By knowing these non-current assets, non-current liabilities or non-current items and current items, these can be explained together to know the flow of fund because of the occurrences of the transactions like operational transactions or financial transactions or investment transaction through the use of these assets which are held by the business organization. Hence, friends, fund flow statement, as we know that it is a statement which describes the flow of a fund in between the two balance sheet periods. And there are the techniques or steps to prepare the fund flow statement. And before preparing the fund flow statement, we need to know, as the meaning or definition of the fund flow statement says, it is the summary of sources of fund and application of the fund or uses of fund. First, we need to know, so what are the sources of fund? Sources of a fund means the sources through which the business organization mobilized the capital or mobilized the fund which is required by it for making an investment through which the business activities are to be conducted. Those sources of finances are generally includes funds from operation, that is the operation activities or operating activities generates the funds, and the second one is issue of a share, whatever it may be, it is a issue of equity share or a preference share, and issue of a debenture, acceptance of the public deposits, borrowing the loan from banks or financial institutions for a longer and a medium term, as well as the source of finance is also collected by sale of a fixed asset or a sale of the investment, long-term investment especially, and the company will also receive the fund where it has been already paid the tax to the government, that is refund of income tax, and it also collects the fund in the form of the non-operating incomes. And any decreases are there in the working capital, so that decreased in the working capital is also a part of the sources of fund. So these are all the sources of funds. And uses of funds or application of the funds means the collected or mobilized fund should be put into the profitable use, either in purchasing of the long-term asset or they can be used recurringly by making an investment in the current assets. So that includes first one, whereas in case of the sources of fund, if the fund is generated from the operational activities, we are treating it as a income, and we are taking it as one of the main source of the finance or a fund to the business organization. As like so, if the business organization lost the fund by incurring of the incurring of the heavy losses or losses in its operating activities, that is called as loss of funds in operating activities. That also one of the uses of a fund, where the fund is been already used, but the company is ceases to or unable to generate the expected income. That is one of the uses of fund. And the second one is that for payment of the non-operating expenses, either it may be a payment of the dividend, or it may be the payment of a rent which is not connected to the business organization. If the company redeemed any of its debentures, those debentures which are redeemable in a particular year, and if the company redeems the preference shares, so those redeemable preference shares, and a company repays, that is what, repayment of the long term loan or a medium term loan, and so the company also uses the fund for the purpose of purchase of the long term assets or fixed assets. And in addition to that, if the company makes a long term investment, so the that is what, investment in the long term assets in somewhere else, that also constitutes the constitutes the uses of funds. And if the business entrepreneur, if he draws the money from the business, of the business, for his personal use, so that what we are calling it as a drawings also sometimes in a certain or in rare cases, so it happens in the business organization. So that is what as the uses of a fund in terms of the drawings. And the last item which constitutes the uses of funds, that is called the increases in working capital. If the working capital in between the two balance sheet period, if it is increases, it takes into the application of the funds. Application of the funds means, for example, application of the fund refers to making an investment in the purchasing of the asset. Increases in the working capital means increases in the value of a current asset. So the value of a current asset increases because of making of investment in a current asset. So that amount also one of the item of uses of funds. So these are all the sources of funds and uses of funds. Through the help of these, the fund flow statement is prepared. Now, so we shall know what are the common steps are involved in the preparation of the fund flow statement. It is not a single the fund flow statement is not prepared in a single instant. It requires the many adjustments, preparation of the many fixed accounts, taken into the consideration of the increase or decrease in the working capital, as well as it also take into the account of the increase or decreasing in the long term asset, either due to the absolution or due to the depreciation or appreciation, or due to the sale of those fixed asset or a purchase of the fixed asset. And even in the routine activities of the business organization, so whether the company has received any amount of the cash profit from the business organization or not. So these are all the common items where the user or a preparer of the fund flow statement need to take into the consideration while preparing the fund flow statement. Therefore, commonly there are the 4 steps are involved in the preparation of the fund flow statement. The first one is that the preparation of the schedule of changes in the working capital, or a statement of changes in the working capital, which shows the increase or decrease in the working capital because of the recurring use of the current assets, or investment in the current asset, or use of the current assets in between the two balance sheet periods. And the second one is that the preparation of the fixed asset accounts. fixed assets account or the value of the fixed assets will be variated if there is any additions to the fixed assets, or if there are any uses of the fixed assets or a sale of the fixed asset, either part of the fixed asset or because of the obsolescence of the fixed asset or a breakdown of the fixed asset. So to know the for what reason the value of the fixed assets has been changed from earlier period to this period, and that does it have any impact on the inflow or outflow of the fund, to know that the fixed assets accounts are prepared. And the third one is that finding out or ascertainment of the funds from operation. While in carrying out of the business organization, the company incurs or pays many of the expenses, either in terms of the fixed or variable, or in the form of the overhead. So for continuous process of the business organization, at the same time it also receives and collects and generates the income on its operating activities. To know that whether the operating activity is created a fund or lost the fund, to know that we need to prepare, or we need to ascertain, we need to find out the funds from operation or funds lost in the operation. And by calculating or by computing the above three, that is preparing of a schedule of changes in the working capital, we will come to know is there any decrease or increasing in the working capital. Second one, is there any inflow or outflow of the fund because of the use of the fixed asset. And the third one, the ascertainment of the funds from operation or ascertainment of the funds lost in operation. By considering all the above, finally the funds flow statement is prepared, as we have already known that. So the sources of funds and application of the fund. These sources of funds put together and application of the funds put together, and comparison is made in between sources of funds and application of the fund. If the sources of funds exceeds the application of the fund, the fund flow statement reveals the fund available with the business organization. If the application of the fund or uses of the funds exceeds over the sources of fund, then it depicts a deficiency or the deficiency of the fund in the business organization. So by this the manager can easily take a decision about the future activities of the business enterprises. Based on this, he can make a plan whether the company go for expansion or the opening up of the new plant, or increasing in the production capacity, or increasing in the sale. Does the company go for recruiting a new people? So and how the company will get affected because of the non-availability or excess availability of the fund. So he can assess and he can take the wise decisions for survival and progress of the business organization. So that is the main importance and importance of the preparation of the fund flow statement. This fund flow statement enables the manager, as already discussed, for many of the decision. It is providing the input, providing the financial information, what amount of the fund is available and what amount of the fund is used by the business organization. So based on that, the business entrepreneur or the manager can go for the future business objectives or future business plans. So that is what the need and importance of the preparation of the fund flow statement. Dear students, so this is what the basics of the fund flow statement. In the next video or in the next class, we shall discuss about how the fund flow statement is prepared actually with the numerical problems. The same we shall discuss in the next class or in the next video. I will going to discuss with you. So thanking one and all.